A purchased system comes with a support contract that includes a guarantee of delivery time for replacement parts. The process for the replacement of faulty components under the support contract is called the Return Material Authorization, or RMA. Faulty components on new systems are classified as dead on arrival, or DOA, and are replaced under a different process than the RMA process. Understanding the difference between the RMA and DOA processes is necessary to set expectations for the time that's needed to repair the new system and to finish the installation and configuration processes. For quality control purposes, NetApp considers any component failures within 30 days after the customer ship date for NetApp direct sales, or 45 days for OEM or reseller sales as DOA. The purpose of classifying a component as DOA is to identify manufacturing or shipping defects. If a component is damaged during shipping, use a separate damaged shipment process to manage the incident. The DOA replacement process differs from the RMA process. Sourcing of replacement parts is not covered under the customer support contract, so customers are not guaranteed part replacement within 4 hours. Parts are sourced from manufacturing, and replacement takes 3 to 5 business days. Customers have the option of using refurbished parts from the RMA parts depots if they cannot tolerate such a lengthy delivery time. The RMA process is used to replace parts that fail after the equipment is installed and working, following the first 30-day or 45-day period as described earlier. After the faulty component is identified, a replacement is dispatched from a parts depot that is geographically close to the customer. Verify the customer contact information and address before you dispatch a replacement part. Depending on the service contract that's in place, the part is shipped to arrive at the location within 2 hours, 4 hours, or the next business day. Many parts are automatically dispatched by the receipt of an auto support email. If you find a failed or broken component, you must open a support case, and the support representative will initiate the delivery of replacement parts. If you discover a bad component during verification and testing, how do you know if the component can be replaced? Can it be replaced without additional downtime to minimize the impact on the customer? Some components are hot swappable field replaceable units, or FRUs. Usually, these FRUs are identified by a terracotta-colored thumb screw or cam handle. That color coding means that the component can safely be removed and replaced while the system is running. Some components have a time limit on how long they can be removed from the chassis. Hot swappable components have a redundant component, such as a second power supply or additional fan units. Part replacement is covered in more detail during product-specific training. Power supplies, fan units, and SFP modules are usually hot swappable. Other FRUs are contained within the controller module enclosure. If a system is configured as a high availability or HA pair, the healthy controller can take over the load of the impaired controller so that you can remove the impaired controller from the chassis. The system keeps running even though one controller is removed. You can then replace the faulty component within that enclosure. If the system is not in an HA configuration, then you must stop all running tasks so that you can remove the controller. If the chassis needs to be replaced, which is unlikely, downtime must be scheduled for the entire system. Various resources are available on the NetApp My Support website to help a customer or field engineer properly replace faulty components. These resources include the health warnings in NetApp Active IQ and FRU replacement manuals. A set of manuals and a NetApp Learning Service online course exist for each platform model. The NetApp Knowledge Base contains articles and triage templates to ensure consistency in the troubleshooting and replacement processes. Many knowledge base articles link to videos that are hosted on YouTube and that demonstrate how to perform a task. If you identify a faulty component on a new system, initiate the DOA process with NetApp support to receive a replacement part. For components that fail during the first 4 to 6 weeks, replacement parts are often delivered to the customer within a few hours under the RMA process. Even though the system might not be in production yet, follow the documentation and training to replace the faulty component as if the system were in production.